Do you want to start day trading and actually start seeing profits as soon as possible? If that's you, then you're in the right place because in the next 5 minutes, I'll show you how to get started with day trading step by step and how you can actually position yourself to profit from the very first week. So let's get right into it. Hey, all star traders, welcome back. You know it's all about profitability on All Stars Trading. And if you're new to this trading space, I'm Karianne, and this is where I take you from zero to hero within your trading journey. So if that's something that you're interested in and you want to understand how to make consistent profits within the market, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button because it don't cost you nothing. With that said, go ahead and smash that like button so that this video gets out to many other traders who are probably struggling and want to find their edge within the markets. Let's get right into it. Now I'm going to be breaking this down into 5 actionable steps that you can literally follow as a framework at the end of this video. So you want to actually grab your pen and a notepad and begin to make some notes. Step number 1. You want to make sure that you're choosing a profitable market. Now, what do I mean by this? You literally want to choose pairs that have liquidity or what we call a volatile market because this presents a lot of opportunity throughout the day. Now, I recommend for Forex pairs like GBP USD or Euro USD. If we're trading indices, then that's definitely going to be options like NAS 100 or US 30. And of course, for commodities, it's got to be gold. Now, these move a lot. And because they move a lot, they give plenty of daily setups. And ideally, you just want to be avoiding low volume markets if you're new to this. All right, so step number 2 is learning one simple strategy. So I'm going to take you on the charts. All right, traders, so we're keeping this one short and spicy, nothing complicated. Now, the simple strategy that we're going to be using starts from the 1 hour time frame. So on the 1 hour time frame, we're going to be identifying the trend, and here we can clearly see that we're in an uptrend. Market is actually making higher highs and higher lows. So that's the first step. Identify the trend, and in this perspective, we're clearly bullish. We've got a bullish bias because we've been climbing higher. Once you've done that, you're now going to go to your 5-minute time frame. All right, so we're on the 5-minute time frame. And ideally, because we understand that our bias is bullish, we want to identify what price is doing right now. So let me pop this trend line on. And remember, when we draw a trend line, we try and get as many taps as possible. So we're clearly on the outside of the trend, which is a good thing, all right? So identify your trend when you come down to the 5-minute time frame just the same. Bullish move here, and this is a pullback. Now the pullback is quite intriguing, right? So in this perspective, I've got a swing low and I've got a swing high, and I can use a horizontal line to mark them out. That's my swing low, and of course I've got my swing high. Now this is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be taking a Fibonacci tool, right? And the Fibonacci tool is basically going to show me where we are right now and if I can actually get in to actually go higher since we're in a bullish momentum. Okay, so I'll take my Fibonacci tool from the swing low that I've identified to the swing high. So my 100% mark in this bullish move should be at the swing low, and my 0 should be where the pullback started, right here where we've got the resistance. Okay, now swing low to swing high in a bullish trend to draw your fib. Now once we've got this fib on, now we're really going to be looking at where is price right now. Okay, so this is where we are. We're actually on one of these nice pullback levels. And based on how I've color coded my Fibonacci, pulling back to your red areas here, which is your 23.6, 38.2, your 50%, or your 61.8%, these levels are generally your levels of retracement. Ideally, the majority of time we come within the 50% or the 61.8. Once that happens, then of course, if we're maintaining the trend, we're going to be rising higher. So ideally, if we pull back to any of these red levels, then the red level up top would be our take profit level to get out of the trade. So ideally, we've got our entry and we've got our exit already mapped using the fib. Now, one of the key things I'm also looking at right here where prices, where we've got support here, right here. So let's see if we can get a pullback even into one of these golden levels, 50% or even the 61.8. And then of course, we'll look for, bullish momentum candles to be able to take the move to the upside. Okay. Remember, red retracement levels, we take profit at this red line here. Okay, so let's see how price moves. So we've got a pullback right here at the 50%, and look at what we did. We're respecting it. Wick rejection right on the 50% here. So the next bit that we're ideally looking for is a bullish momentum candle. And then once we get that, we can actually take the trade to the upside as the market continues on its rally. So let's see if we can get that bullish momentum candle coming into play. There we have a massive engulfing bullish candle. So this is our entry cue in the market for a long position, and we'll pop it there. Or stop loss would be right at this level here, and of course ideally we'll take profit right around here, but we do have to fix this so we get at least a 1 to 2 bare minimum. All right, bare minimum 1 to 2 on this trade. Remember, we've got a major pullback at the 50%, so we're putting our stop right below the swing low here, and of course we're aiming to get all the way back at this red level here. And we can ideally look on the higher time frame to see if we've got any structure there, and ideally we do at the 22,500 mark. So that's where we're going to be taking our profit. Let's see how it plays out. Now, while this is moving in your favor, you'll have to understand that patience is a requirement. Even though you're on the 5-minute time frame, it may take a little while for it to play out in your favor, but it won't take too long. Ideally, you're looking at, a trade that's in profits, and always understand that pullbacks are a core part of trading. Once you've hit a resistance level or a support level, you're gonna see that price reacts to those levels, and that's why it's very important for you to understand structure while you're trading. All right, so look at us moving nicely into profits there. Now, even though you have this as your take profit area, it doesn't mean that when we get to this level of resistance or this one that we can't take some of our profits. We ideally can. All right, always remember that you can take your partials, you can actually close your trade manually, right? But just make sure you are securing profits, because when the market gives, it's your responsibility to actually take. Look at that. There we have it. Take profit smash. Patience actually pays. And if you want to get like a deeper understanding of our Fibonacci strategy, we go full speed ahead on this within our academy. This is our secret sauce, and it keeps us consistently profitable. So if it is that you want to get in on the secret sauce of the All Stars Trading Camp, then make sure you hit that join button and become a part of our family, where you literally learn how to become a consistently profitable trader using the Fibonacci to give you that clear indication of your entries and exits within the market, along with other confluences, of course. But with that said, let's get into step number 3. All right, so step number 3 is literally risk management. Now, here's the thing. You need to risk small and think big. Risk calculators are necessary. If you have to go to websites like Cashback Forex and use the risk calculator there, by all means necessary. And always remember that when you're risking, never risk more than 1% per trade. For example, if you have $500 or even £500 in your account, try to use risk on $5 per trade, and that will keep you in the game long enough to have that consistency because you're not gambling. Aim for 2 or 3 wins per week with a consistent risk to reward of 1 to 3, and of course that can be a beautiful thing to make you profitable. So step number 4 is all about what you'll actually need. Now you'll definitely be needing TradingView for charting. You will also need a broker. You can check the description down below for a recommended broker, and you'll definitely be needing a MetaTrader 5 app for your execution. And of course, to get your news events like your NFP, interest rate release, and all these data, you will definitely be needing Forex Factory or MyFX Book. With that said, let's get into step 5, which is all about the best times to actually trade. When it comes to trading, timing is everything because you want to be trading with volume and direction to be able to get the best setup. So here's my recommendation. London session 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. GMT. New York session 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. GMT. And here's a pro tip. Avoid low liquidity periods and make sure you trade when the volume and direction are very clear. With that said, here is your simple path to profitability. Pick one market, master one strategy, and stick to your risk management rules. And of course, trade at the right time. Now, I'm leaving this a simple thing with you. Understand that trading is a beautiful skill, but you will never win 100% of your trades. It doesn't matter what strategy you're using or what market you're trading. The ebbs and the flows will provide opportunity to win, but there will be days when you do lose. Understand that that's a part of the process. Just make sure that when you're executing, you're utilizing proper risk management all day, every day. Okay, with that said, I hope you got some value from this video. If you sure did, make sure you smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not yet done so. And with that said, make sure you put God first in everything you do, because if he's in it, without a doubt, you must win it. With that said, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.